Hey girls, I'm back with another video. So how many of you girls seen the trailer for that Borderlands movie? Because my boyfriend showed it to me earlier today, and let me just fucking say, Jesus Christ. This looks horrible. This movie, I can tell you right off the bat without even having watched it, because it doesn't come out for another 6 months. It doesn't come out until August. But I can tell you right off the bat, this movie is a stinker in the making. It's a guaranteed stinker. Let me just tell you. Please don't watch this movie. Course correction. You can watch this movie, just don't pay to see this movie. You can watch the movie, you know. If you know, you know. But that's besides the point. Like, this movie just looks bad. It just looks... First of all, out of all the games to make a movie on, you shouldn't be making a movie based on a game anyway, because game stories just genuinely aren't as good as movies. But that's besides the point. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people will disagree with me on that. But seriously, out of all the franchises that you can make a movie based on, you choose Borderlands. Are you fucking serious? Borderlands has never had a good storyline. It never has. Like, I don't even know. They're doing something with this movie. This movie was not made to be a good movie. It was made to just piss people off, I feel like, because it's just fucking stupid. So first of all, I'm not watching this movie because it has Kevin Hart in it. I'm not watching anything with Kevin Hart in it because Kevin Hart is homophobic. Kevin Hart does not like gay people. He's pretty open about this, actually. And I'm not watching anything that has him in it as a result. But the other thing is, this movie just doesn't look good. Like, it literally does not. Like, I don't even know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. This movie had a $100 million budget. What did they spend it on? They spent it to get the fucking main chick. I forget her name. My boyfriend told me she's a famous actress. I forgot her name, though, because I'm not that movie literate, honestly. I still have a long way to go with movies. But it has her name's Kate or something. It has Kevin Hart. It has Jamie Lee Curtis. It has Jack Black, which, poor Jack Black. I mean, I know he willingly took on the role, but, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I swear to God, that's what the budget for this movie went towards, instead of, making an actual good movie. Like, with $100 million, you can make 10 good movies. You can make 10 actual, honest-to-God, decent movies. But instead, Lionsgate just wanted to make this stinker. I don't understand who wanted this movie. I know Borderlands fans didn't, because any actual Borderlands fan would admit to you, yeah, the stories in the games really aren't that good. They're honestly kind of cringe. And while I'm on this note, I really don't even like Borderlands. And you might say, why are you making this video then? Because I wanted to. But that's besides the point. I used to actually love Borderlands. Borderlands 1 and 2, they both used to be some of my favorite games ever made. When I was a teenager. When I was young. A couple years ago, I went back and replayed them, and I don't want to say they're bad. They're absolutely not bad. If someone leaves a comment saying they actually like the games and they think they're good, not only do I respect that opinion, I understand it. Because, like, they can genuinely provide fun. It's just, literally both Borderlands 1 and 2. I never played 3 because I don't plan to play any Gearbox game released ever again that I haven't played already. Because Randall Pitchford, the CEO of Gearbox, is a piece of garbage. He's a horrible human being. And I don't want to buy any products that he makes. End of story. End of story. But I went back a couple years ago and I played the remasters of Borderlands 1 and 2. And they have not aged well for me. I cannot get into them anymore. They honestly irritated the absolute hell out of me. And I didn't like them. Like, they actively upset me when I was playing. The bullet sponge enemies... That's probably the biggest issue, honestly, because, like, I play RPGs, not true actual RPGs. I play action RPGs, which are actual RPGs, so I don't know why I just said that. But games like Fallout and Elder Scrolls and Starfield, Bethesda games. Just say fucking Bethesda games, nerd. And those games have damaged sponge enemies. Borderlands is a fucking whole different level. Like, it has the worst damaged sponge enemies I've ever seen. But I haven't played Destiny in almost 10 years, so my memory could be a little bit fuzzy on that, because I remember Destiny having some really bad bullet sponge enemies. But also, just like, the game's humor and storyline, it just irked me. It just irked the hell out of me. And I was like, genuinely stunned at how I thought this was ever good at any point. And also the game's graphics. I respect the art style, but like it honestly gave me a headache going back to it. It could have been the low FOV, but I really don't think so. I do think it was the graphics. And while I'm on that, let's go back to the movie. Why is this live action? Why is this live action? You really could have done something cool and made it an animated movie. But they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do that because that probably would have taken more effort. They want to take their $100 million budget, hire a bunch of known actors so people will go, hey, I know that actor, I like her, or I like him, I'll go see this movie. And then they find out the movie's a stinker and then they wasted their money. It's just a mess. And also, they don't even have all the good characters in the game. Like my characters who I play as in Borderlands, they're not going to be in this movie. So even if I was interested in this movie, which I'm not, I'm never going to watch it because, like I said, it's going to be really bad, and I hope it bombs. I hope nobody goes and sees it. I hope it's like Morbius in that Madam Web movie where the theaters are just empty. Like, that would be pretty fucking hilarious. But at the same time, I don't want the people who worked on the movie to lose their jobs because no one should ever lose their job. Like, no. Unless they genuinely, like, are failing. And honestly, I kind of just contradicted myself with that because these people are failing making this movie. I don't get it. But they don't. This movie won't even have my favorite Borderlands characters in it. Like, characters as in the characters I like to play as. Where is Brick? Where is Salvador the Gunzerker? Where is Gage? My three main characters in Borderlands 1 and 2 aren't even going to be in this game. And it's just... it's a disaster. What's the problem? You couldn't get someone who looked exactly like Brick or exactly like Salvador? That doesn't matter. They honestly just have to look close enough to how they look in the games. Like, Lilith and Roland, I don't think they look very much like Lilith and Roland from the games. But I don't care about that because I'm not a fucking nerd. But the point is, the entire point of this video, this movie's gonna be horrible. Don't pay to see this movie. Please, girls. Now, if you want to do it, I'm not gonna stop you because we live in America, or like 50% of my viewers live in America, and America's a free country. For now. It could potentially not be a free country in the future, but that's this whole video. Bye, girls.